Hello students, welcome back in a new session. Today in this session we will discuss about the concept of encapsulation. So as we all know what is encapsulation is a technique in which we wrap the data and code in a single unit. So that is known as encapsulation. Wrapping up a data and code same data as a single unit. So wrapping up of a data and code acting on a same data. So here we just talking about the data is what? Data is nothing but a variable. Okay. So when we wrap up the variables as well as the methods, so combination and binding of variables and methods, we collectively make a unit, and that unit basically works as a encapsulation. Okay, so by combination and binding of variables and methods, we collectively make a unit, and that unit basically works as a encapsulation. Okay, so by a simple example we will see how and what the actual position of encapsulation and how encapsulation basically works. So to make an encapsulation and to generate an encapsulation, we have to fulfill the two basic rules. So what are these? So first method or first rule was declare a variable of a class as a private. So first we have to create a variable, we have to declare a variable inside a class as a private. That is the first condition that must be fulfilled. Second condition is what? We provide the setter method and getter method variable value. Okay, so first was declare a variable of a class as a private. Second, provide the setter method and getter methods to modify and view the variable values. So these two conditions must be fulfilled to make a code as a encapsulation. So why one example we will see then how this class employee, and in this class we declare one variable, that is int employee id, int eid. In this we use employee id equals to eid. Okay, so in this what we have done, we are declaring a one variable, so that variable is in class. So to make a encapsulation, first condition is what? Whatever variable we declare, that variables must be declared as a private. So we will just write before that private. Okay, now the second condition was provide the setter method and getter methods for modifying the values as well as the displaying the value of the variables. So here we have written the setter method to modify the value. Now we use a getter method. So public void get employee id, in which we use return what? Employee id. and we have closed this, and the class is closed. So here the employee ID will return the integer value because employee ID is of integer type. So we will write here int. Okay, so this is our one class. Now second class in which we will define the void main method. So here we use the class company, in which class we use the public static void main, string arguments. In this we use the setter method. Okay, so first we create the object. So here we use the object. So employee equals to new employee, and e dot set, we call this method set empid. Here we declare the value 101 for this method. Okay, e dot set empid. Now what we will do, we will just print that employee ID. So we write here as system.out.println. Here we will declare, we will call the value using the method. So e dot set get empid. E dot get empid. Okay. So system.out.println e dot get empid, and here we close the method and close the class. So in this, what is going on, we have just define the two methods, set empid and get empid. So set empid basically takes the parameter value from here to in this parameter. That parameter basically assign the value to the instance variable. This is our instance variable. Okay, so and now this is our private instance variable. Now what we are doing, we are just calling that reference variable using the set empid method, which is using in the get empid. Here we use public int get empid, return empid. So we will just return the value of this. This is what integer type value. That's why we written here int. Now in this we just create one object. So that object will call the method, setter method. Okay. So setter method basically takes the value. Okay. So that value basically comes here, and this will be called by the get empid. So finally get empid method will be called as a printing statement. So that get empid method basically hold the value of employee ID. So finally that value will be printed. So combinedly whole this process basically a combination of reference variable and our method. So this is whole is known as encapsulation. Normally we can also display the value of this like by creating the object, and simply we can call the reference variable like e dot employee ID equals to 101. Like this we can also display the value, but that is not a secure method. Okay, that is not a good process. That's why we use the methods of encapsulation in which our data is secure. So whatever we will display, we will just display the method also. So by using the method, we just providing the value for the display. So I hope all of you got some information about the encapsulation. So if you have any doubts relating to this encapsulation, then you can ask me by writing your questions in our comment box. So thanks for watching this video and have a nice day. Thank you.